Hello, and this is Jack, and welcome to the block number 3 that we call the channel of distribution. This is a summary of our discussion, the discussion of chapter managers for Kilimax network. Well, the channel distribution building block, which we are going to call the block number 3, describes how a company, your company, communicates with and reaches its customer segment to deliver the value proposition. We already talked about the customer segment, we already talked about the value proposition, and we insisted on looking at the pain and the gain of your customer segment. Now, in the last call, we took Richard's example, and we tried to build a channel of distribution for his company. Now, the first thing that we ask ourselves is this: how in the first place did I communicate with my customers or my prospects? So that is the first thing that I asked Richard, and his answer were phone and face-to-face. You see, Richard is getting his customer via referral. People will call him and refer someone else to him. So that's by phone, and then he will call the guy, and then we meet face-to-face. So we already have two channels here, the phone and the face-to-face meeting. Now, if Richard is a consultant, so how can Richard deliver his value to his clients? Well, he has determined that he can do that, one, by email, just typing email to his customer on a regular basis. Second is PDF with graphic. So Richard needs to create a PDF with graphic, attach it to his email, which is a one way to do that, or put that PDF in a place like Amazon S3 where his customer can go in and download it without reading the email. So the third way that he thinks that he can help his customer to deliver the value is audio recording, just like what I'm doing right now. So he can record a voice and then send it to his customer via email in attachment, or the same thing, put it on Amazon S3 or any hosting site, or he can deliver also on the phone. Now, how is the customer, his customer, want to get the value? You can do that by survey. You can do that when you do the one face-to-face meeting the first time, and you ask the question very simply: how do you want me to, what is the best way for me to communicate with you? Now, since the customer can use a phone, he also thought that he can use a Skype. He can be on Skype with people, since he is already going to show PDF. So I'll walk Richard through how he can use Skype and show the PDF or show all the things. So he can consult by using Skype and going to the Skype call and share screen, and from there they can look at his screen. So let's say that his client is looking at the PDF. Richard can go to the same PDF, and on Skype just go to call and share screen, and then he can open up the PDF, and the client can ask him questions about the PDF he's looking at, and he can answer the question. Now we are talking about interactive without having the face-to-face meeting. Now Richard is opening up the door to consult with all the people other than in Ghana. He can be anywhere else in the world, and they can use Skype, PDF, graphic, and he can consult. He also thought that he can do group consultation. That is the idea of a Kilimax network, where he can get a lot of people in one room, and then he can do a workshop. He can deliver his value to a lot of people instead of only 101. You see, as we drill into this, we found out that he can do phone, he can do face-to-face, he can do email, he can do PDF, he can do audio recording, but also he can use group consultation, and he can also use Skype. So all that now are the channel he's going to deliver his value, which is consulting with his client. You see how it starts? You start with asking yourself the question, how did I communicate the first time? And then the second question is to ask the customer, what is the best way to communicate with you? And then you make it better every time. This is a summary, and we'll meet you next week.